starting me off here, the last numbers that I've seen was roughly 900 hires in terms of teachers trying to solve those vacancy issues, but we still have 1,500 vacancies unless that number has changed as of that August 1st kind of deadline. Tell me, is that really tenable, having that amount of vacancies coming into the school year to make things work?
To make things work, I think our leaders are ready to be able to do what we need to do. We have, as a school district, central office, all educators that are licensed are going to be in schools. Administrators that have educator license, I'm proud of the work that our central team is doing to support our schools. The number one priority is obviously is to have a caring adult that's licensed in front of all our kids. 92% of our classrooms are fully staffed. So we're not where I want to be, but we have a lot of work, and that's why I'm proud of the board and the decision they made in supporting the raises we gave our teachers. I wish it would have been a lot sooner, maybe recruited, but we got it done, and we're starting to see some things trickle. The board also, we invested in the $4,000 relocation bonus as well to see what we can do. Where for the first time, I'm proud that we're $50,000 in starting pay. We also raised the ceiling as well for retention. We got a lot of work to do, but here's the thing. In schools, I don't have the luxury. I'm not in the private sector. I can't close a restaurant. I can't cancel flights. I have to teach the kids that I have today. And that's the work that we're doing, and that's the work that my staff is committed to do.
I'm sure this is something that you've monitored over the course of, by the time you announced that there was going to be pay raises, that there was going to be benefits for coming to the district financially, have we actually seen some kind of uptick in the people applying and potentially getting hired? Has there been a
I don't have those numbers, but there's that feel anecdotally that we have, but I just don't have those numbers right now in front of me to be able to share that. But I'm going to tell you, for bus drivers, we have seen that. That happened obviously a lot earlier in the year. And again, when the board said, hey, and we had that conversation with the board and then our unions as great partners. One of the things that I am very proud of as an urban superintendent, I'm not fighting my unions. Both of them, our teachers, our support staff, our administrators, we're looking at it collectively, our police officers collectively as a whole, and saying, what are we going to do together for our kids, and that's what I'm proud of. So 94% of my bus routes are fully staffed, right? We're going to be able to, we have 84 vacancies. Last year we opened up with 250. So we are seeing some of the board decisions are taking fruit into our operations, and they're going to help us. We're going to be able to offer the transportation for athletics. I had that report this morning. So there's positive momentum for the first day of school.
Absolutely. And we cite 92%, right, of all classrooms fully staffed, but there are disparities in terms of geography. What is being done, especially in the Northeast, to address those?
Yeah, no, and that's one of the things that what we're looking at are my new head of HR, Dr. Tolks, and also with my region superintendents and with my deputy superintendent, we're looking at those schools, and then we're channeling and sending our recruits there, working with principals, looking at master schedules. Also, we also raised the salary for our substitutes as well, to get adults there to really help our kids. So all these different strategies, and that's one of the things that we're doing. The other thing is that we're also, that's where our central team will be going, right? I mean, because those schools that have a high number of vacancies is where we have our I would say our children that need us the most.
Absolutely. And so especially for those neighborhoods, for somebody that's concerned, hey, I've got, just for example, 35% vacancy rate or whatever it might be, what promise can you make to parents that it's not just going to be a warm body in that classroom, that it's actually going to be somebody qualified to be there to teach those children?
Yeah, that's the conversation we're having. That those are the folks that we're not only getting new, but then also where we have project facilitators in our buildings, in our central office that are licensed, that have been out of the classroom, where we're having those discussions and assigning them to those schools.
Absolutely. Moving on from staffing, I want to talk a little bit about security as well, because that was a major hot button topic last year. And I want to start with the, I think it's Centitech system, essentially the
Centegix.
Centegix, yes, that system, piloted in 9 schools, correct? Tell me, are those things working right now according to the testing?
Yeah, no. What I heard back from the schools that we piloted this summer, that it's working well. It worked well. I mean, principal, staff felt, that first of all that the district, we took action, and we're moving forward to address the problem, and it's working well. We're bringing to the board a recommendation. I can't tell you who we selected. But it'll be public this week for board action, so we can then roll it out into all our campuses.
Absolutely. So what kind of timeline are we looking at in terms of it actually being there? Because I know that that's one of the big things that teachers wanted, was the ability to call for help immediately.
Yeah, so teachers can call for help now, right? I mean, we have the phones and we have different methods. This will be right on their body, and the good thing is that it's not just teachers, it's all employees on the campus. So the timeline, once the board approves it, then it'll take, from what I'm hearing, it's a couple days per school. So we'll just get on a schedule and get them all done. I'm going to tell you the priority is going to be obviously where we have the most kids, our high schools, and then moving in down secondary and elementary.
Absolutely. Another thing that was mentioned in terms of this security briefing a few weeks ago was that there was supposed to be at least 2 officers in every high school, 1 in every middle school, but the staffing numbers don't meet that requirement. And that's even before you deal with vacations and PTOs and things along those lines. How are we going to address the issue, the disparity of the number of officers in the district versus the number of schools, if we want to meet that amount?
Well, what we look at is, we have obviously the 2 high schools, the 2 in high school, the middle school. I know the patrols are rotations, and I know one of the things that with Chief Black Guy, who I have the utmost respect, and I have the full faith that the department will be able to meet the needs of our schools. The patrols at night. I said, I know that we do obviously protect our assets, but it's just really looking at when our kids are in school is where we need most of our police. So he's making some of those adjustments. We also have a great partnership with Metro North Las Vegas, the city of Henderson. So we're also addressing that and really looking at how we can get, the officers onto our campuses.
Okay. There's been a lot of announcements in terms of investments, these security systems, gates, single entry, exit. Do you actually expect this to make a tangible difference? All of the changes you've made over the summer, a recognizable difference from students and teachers' perspective on the first day of school?
Well, the ones that we look at, obviously the ones that have it will be able to do that. Would I expect them to make a difference? We're working as fast as we can on our schools, but the first level and the first line of defense is the parents. Talk to your kids, and what you're going to school is to learn. If there's some suspicious, anything, let us know. Let the adults know so we can help you. So that's the first line of defense. Our police officers are going to be on high alert. Our staff is trained. We trained all our administrators, mandatory training this summer on safety that's going on now into our campuses, our educators now this week, so they can be ready for school. I still remember as all of these different things. I was a high school principal a long time ago, but it's that culture in which is, set the tone early on and go through the procedures, go through the discipline code of conduct. And that's what my principals are doing. That's what our principals have done. And I'm very proud of their work. And I think that's what's going to be setting the tone. Together, we can really look at and solve the issues for our kids so they can learn.
Final question along these lines is it's kind of combining staffing and security both. And maybe it's our fault here, but there may be a perception across the country that this is a dangerous school district in which to work. If you have a message to somebody that's thinking, I could take that relocation bonus, I could make more money, but I'm worried about my safety, what message would you have to that teacher on the other side of the country that might be coming here?
Well, I think I'm glad you accept, not you accept the responsibilities, but while we're sharing the news, a lot of great things happening in this school district. We have the best magnet school in the country sitting here in Las Vegas. In Clark County. Well, a lot of great things. So one of the things that I tell you is that, when you report that, it's reported across the country. My colleagues, I sit in national calls with my colleagues, and it's happening everywhere. What I can tell you for Clark County is that, it's how do we respond to these violent acts? And I'm going to tell you, we respond swiftly to address the needs and protect our staff and our kids. We never I ever had a conversation about defunding our police, and never had a conversation about not holding kids accountable, because I want to protect our staff that's here and our kids. So what I can tell anybody that's watching is that they know that this is a place where we care about our employees, we care about our children. Safety is our top priority. We'll continue to invest, and we're going to continue to work to support it.
Absolutely. Moving on, but still on safety. About a minute or so.
Okay, let's go.
Still on safety, right? So, pandemic's not over.
No.
It might be on the back of the mind, but it's not over. Tell me about what's new in terms of protecting kids.
It's not in the back of my mind. I tell you what, it's not, because we're still in constant communication with the Southern Nevada Health District. Dr. Cortez keeps us all aligned. We're still continuing the mitigation strategies, the R0, the cleaning. We're still continuing with the random testing for employees, that we're continuing for athletics. All of that is just kind of firing that back up again. To make sure that we highly recommend mask. We're not mandating it. If you feel uncomfortable, bring a mask on and put it on for both the kids and the staff. So it's not new, but we're learning to live with it.
Absolutely. And if there is a massive outbreak at a school, is shutting that school down and going hybrid or even online on the table on individual levels or across the district?
Well, I think when you really look at our distance at plan is something, obviously, there's a massive outbreak. We're still continuing to monitor, but I want parents to know that that is the last resort, that I, as a superintendent, and so is my board, we are committed and doing everything possible, and we're going to open schools. Our kids are going to be in school. There is not even a conversation about closing schools. Absolutely.
There's been a lot of controversy over the last year plus between both yourself and the board and the board member themselves. Do you have a message to parents who are concerned that there may not be adults at the helm here about the level of respect, the level of integrity that's going to take to move forward and resolve some of these issues?
Yeah, well, I can tell you is this. I work closely, really a majority of the board that's committed with me to move this district forward. And that's what we're committed. The parents need to know that there is a superintendent here that is committed to their kids, committed to this community. There's an opportunity I could have left. I believe in the work that our administrators are doing, our teachers are doing, our support staff is doing, and my team. That's why I'm here. We have great opportunity to do something great. It's going to take hard work, but it's going to take us all, and that's my commitment.
Transitioning slightly to the good, if I'm allowed to have
that
of
course.
Time.
He saved the good.
Yes, 30 seconds. I think just over the course of your roughly 5-year tenure, if you could lay out some of the key accomplishments that have been achieved, maybe setting COVID aside because it set us so far back.
2 years.
But what have the main accomplishments been during the time that you've been here?
So I can tell you. So it's first of all, hopefully it's not coming as this is the end, because it's not. We're not even midway. Hopefully to my tenure here. That's my goal, anyways. If you really think about when I got here, I took a district that was in arbitration with our teachers. We were in a budget crisis, cutting. For a long time. We have a great relationship with all bargaining units. I can tell you as an urban superintendent that has opened schools with all my bargaining units standing next to me to say we are here for our kids. That's a huge compliment that should be recognized. Our finances are the best they've ever been. We've been giving employee raises every single year. We have been putting systems in place to really move this district forward. Preliminary data, it looks promising in elementary school, our student achievement. We have seen our gifted, universal gifted screening. We have seen an increase in access and opportunity for more underserved students in advanced courses. We have seen an increase in our urban core in middle school, in high school courses. This is not my work, this is just setting the vision. Our principals are delivering on that promise for kids. We're looking at an anti-racism policy that was adopted. We have seen the school that we just opened yesterday, where the MTSS, multi-tier system of support, our grading policy, not that has been fixed, but you can't change 100 years of grading in 1 year, so there's a lot of work to be done there. So, that's just what I can rattle off, but it's amazing work, not that I've done by myself, but just set the vision, because the teaching and learning, the entire principals, the teachers, the support staff, everybody is working hard. opening school, during COVID, the 5th largest district in the country. Was it perfect? No. But, this community should be very proud of the 42,000 employees that we have here. I am. And getting us through COVID is just a lesson of itself. I think there's been a lot of work.